Yo, welcome to the Mihan skip. This is a really advanced skip that saves about 50 seconds in the Final Fantasy X speedrun. Don't mind me running through the Mihan High Road with no encounters. I want to show the skip really quick and then explain the setup step by step after. But first I want to explain a little bit. The goal of this cutscene skip is to trigger the cutscene and a dialogue at the same time. That's also how Jiskel skip and Guardasalam skip work. But there's a difference here. And that's one important thing to understand. If you do Jiskel skip, for example, you trigger the cutscene and the dialogue at the same time, and then you already enter a glitched state, keep control over your character during the cutscene, and can run into the next screen. But it's a little bit different with this skip. In this skip, the setup is the same. We trigger the cutscene and we start a dialogue at the same time, but then the cutscene doesn't start at first. You have to finish your dialogue, then the cutscene starts, and then you have to mash really hard, so Titus actually starts a second dialogue with the NPC. So that's really one important thing to understand, and might make the setup for this skip a little bit more clear. So anyway, let's try to show it really quick, and then I will explain the setup step by step after. But yeah, as I said, it's a really hard skip, so let's not screw it up first here. Okay, hope this works. Nice, we have it. Let me turn off the no encounters so you can see how the encounters look like here.
Lady Summoner, I presume.
In the PS2 version, you can actually play this red light green light game here, and only walk during
Yes, I am Yuna.
during someone is talking.
I am Lucille.
Let's walk around here a little bit.
The Jose Chocobo Knights.
But from what I've seen, it doesn't quite work in the HD version. As you might have seen right there, an NPC was talking, but I still got an encounter.
There have been reports of a...
So this is the skip. It saves about 50 seconds. And yeah, from what I know, the red light green light thing doesn't work, so you just want to run. But I will explain it. So let's get into the setup. By the way, of course, for the practice, I would advise you to make a save. Play till after the Mädchen history lesson. You know, the green guy that talks about Spira's history. Play till after that one, and then you can run back and make a save here, so you don't have to see it all the time. So if you are on PC, you can hit F3 twice and F1 twice for the boosters to speed up and to get no encounters. That makes it a little bit easier to practice. Okay, step by step. I have this set up in 4 steps basically to understand a little bit easier. First thing, positioning. I actually take this dark spot on the ground. It's the best visual cue I have. Maybe you can find something better, but you can see this from afar already, and that's your orientation, right? So you gotta know somewhere here is the invisible line that triggers the cutscene. And yeah, we want to skip that cutscene, so it's really important to know where it is. So you will probably also do this for yourself. You will get closer and closer in small steps till you trigger it, so you really know where it is. We can actually do this really quick. So first, I want to show you the position where you want to be in, and it's exactly this one. So we have the dark spot here, and then there is a brighter spot behind that, and here's also this dark line. You memorize this pattern, and you can be about here. You can also be a couple tiny steps further down the road, maybe like this. That's the position you want to be in. It also works a couple steps back, a couple steps further. You will have to practice this. It comes with a couple hours of practice. It's a really hard skip. Yeah, let's just step into the cutscene here so you guys know where it begins. Just flick the analog stick. There it is. That's the positioning. In the HD version, fortunately, you have a little bit more time for the positioning setup because Tidus runs faster than in the PS2 version. So for the positioning, you get more time, but for the stuff after that, you get less time, and that's actually hard. So let's take a look into this. No encounters and speed up because our time is precious. Okay, that's the positioning part. We go here. This is it. Okay, now second dash here. Step into the cutscene, timing with blue shirt guy movement. So one thing which is really important, the blue shirt guy is approaching this spot, and it's always the same movement pattern. So my visual cue for this one is his left leg. He will get very close to our position, and I will pay attention to his left leg. And when he is very close and his left heel touches the ground, I will step forward. I will make a big step and hit talk. Of course, you can always go back into the video because at the start of this video I executed the skip, right? So you can go back there, watch it in slow down, or you can even watch it frame by frame. In case you didn't know, YouTube videos, you can advance it frame by frame with full stop or period, and you can go back a frame with comma. So for the visual cue for this timing, this is probably the hardest part of this skip. Yeah, I would advise you to go back into the execution and watch this very closely. Let's try to do it again here. So I watch his left heel, and then I go when it touches the ground. And no, I was maybe a little late, but it looks okay. It looks okay. So Tidus might be in the cutscene trigger already. I can't really tell. Maybe we are like 1 pixel too short here. We will find out. Anyway, once you are in this position, you are already in the cutscene, but as I said, the cutscene doesn't start. Now we have the third point here. Execute the skip with meshing. What you have to do now is, as I explained already, you want to start a second dialogue. So we finished the dialogue with him, he will give us the Hunter Spear. Then once the dialogue is finished, the cutscene will start, but we have to mash like crazy to start a second dialogue and glitch the game. Somehow, for me, it's easier with a small menu buffer, and I want to explain you how this works. I want to explain to you how this works. But yeah, in theory it should be fine if you just mash here, and I mean really quick, as fast as you can. But yeah, with menu buffer, what I do, I will mash the menu button and finish the dialogue with the guy here. So he will give us the Hunter Spear. I advanced his dialogue here, and now during a run or attempt or whatever, mash menu and hit confirm once. Now we are in the menu. So if our positioning was fine, once I cancel the menu here, the cutscene will start. If not, we will see it. But let's hope the positioning was good. So what I want to do now is hit cancel and then mash as fast as I can on confirm. So let's do this. It worked, nice. So now hit confirm again to cancel the blue shirt guy dialogue a second time. Yeah, you always know the skip worked when you see the blue shirt guy dialogue on the bottom of the screen again. If you don't see a dialogue here, the skip didn't work. But yeah, I'm really happy it worked again. That's perfect. So this was point number 3. Now point 4, wait and then run. So as I explained already, on PS2 version you can do this stop and go motion to skip encounters, to dodge encounters. But I think it doesn't work on PC. That's at least what I've seen. I don't know how to dodge encounters on PC. So, but there's one important thing you need to know. Titus' position is gonna reset to his position right now in like 5 or 6 seconds, or I don't know. So if I run now, all the distance I covered will not be worth anyway, because his positioning gets reset. I want to do this now. I move him a little bit back, and then you will see when he gets reset. So at the start here, you just wait. You don't run, because it doesn't help, right? But yeah, I wanna show it to you. So we run a couple steps, and now he got reset. You will have to watch this cutscene a couple times till you memorize when the reset happens. It's like you see the chocobos from the side, and then it switches to this point of view, and then the reset happens. After the reset happens, so when you see this screen, you can run. And what's important is run a little bit to the right, because otherwise Lucille will push you back. So we run a little to the right and then just up.
Lady Summoner, I presume.
If
Yes.
you don't have no encounters boosters on right now,
Lucille, Captain of
you will get encounters, but this is fine. You just have to get them, like 1 or 2 encounters. I don't know how to dodge them. Okay, this was the skip and the setup. I hope this helps you, but again, it's a really hard skip, and you have to practice it a lot, and it still stays tough. Okay, have fun.